Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be giving my content predictions for this weekend's content, this weekend's pack content anyway, here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. I'm hoping we get some sort of playoff content this weekend in addition to pack content. Do I have super high hopes that actually happens? No, not really, but I wish it would, and I hope it does, even if that is unlikely. But that's not the point of this video. I'm going to talk about what I think the pack content is going to look like this weekend. And I probably have a different opinion than most in terms of what this weekend's content is going to look like. I think personally that they are going to do another signature series drop. It's my personal opinion, but signature series is a legendary collection for sure. 2K brought it back here with these signature series cards as well as these signature series festival cards. And for whatever reason, I just feel like we're not getting out of position this week. I could be wrong. We might get out of position this week. And if we do, then all these guesses are probably going to be wrong. But I think we get another week of signature series before we get out of position. I think we get a signature series part 2, basically, is my prediction. I could absolutely be wrong, but that is what I'm going to go with in this video. And so my thought is we're going to get a set very similar to this set. Now, I don't think we're going to get more exchange cards. I guess it's possible, but that would be very unlikely and very surprising to me if we did. But I do think we'll get another set here, just like the signature series set. Even if it isn't signature series specifically, I think we get a set like this, where it is, I think they save out of position for once off boxes are gone, personally, is my opinion. So even if it's not signature series, I think it'll be a set like this. Probably it could be out of position, but who knows. But with 200 overalls, 5 dark matters, 5 opals, I believe is how many they've been doing. 5 opals, and then five pink diamonds and 5 diamonds. So 22 cards total. That is my prediction again for this week. The way that they did the diamonds for the first part or for this drop was a mix of historic and current players. So I think we probably see that ran back. I would love to see another dynamic duo, just like we got with Chalmers and Whiteside last week. They've been doing a good job with a lot of dynamic duos recently. Would love to see more of that come, but I really again have no real idea as to who I think might get a card. Now, a guy I think deserves a card, this guy like Brandon Williams from the Mavs, playing really good, a very underrated, underappreciated name. I'm not sure he's ever had a card in my team before, actually, but he just got signed to a guaranteed deal, so I think he'd be a cool card to get a card. He's playing minutes for a team that might be about to make the playoffs, depending on if they can beat the Grizzlies to get into the playoffs here on Friday. So be interested to see if he gets a card. He's a Mav. That's the reason I bring that up, probably mostly. But again, it's going to be a mix of historic and current players, and I really have no idea who the diamonds are going to be. And the pink diamonds are the exact same way, except they were all historic in this drop. In Joe Harris, Wendell Carter Jr., Omri Caspi, Rodney Stuckey, and Ty Lawson. Now, to be fair, Wendell Carter Jr. is obviously still in the league on the Magic, but it is a historic card, kind of, because he isn't on the Bulls anymore. In week 1 of the season, we got the fan favorites drop, which had a mix of current and historic players as well, but it was basically all historic in that all of these guys are not on these teams anymore. And I think Exum's the only one who's actually still in the league. Actually, Jeff Green's on the Rockets still, so I take that back. I don't believe Roko's on a roster currently. I think he might even be retired. I'm not sure if he officially is, but I think we're probably going to get another set kind of like that. I just hope we get another couple of decent pink diamonds. I really don't even know who those would be. I feel like I could go back and look at the good diamonds from earlier in the year and see if they've gotten cards. Like, you know who would be cool? Like Rick Smits, if he got a pink diamond or Galaxy Opal. He's the type of name that to me would be really, really good. 7'4", could be a really nice budget counter if he were to get a good card. Terrence Ross could absolutely get a pink diamond. That wouldn't surprise me at all. He's the type of guy who always gets my team cards. Feel like he could absolutely get a card. Who else has not gotten a card in a while that feels like they make sense to get one? Marcus Smart, if he got a pink diamond or Galaxy Opal, that'd be a fire budget big, or budget guard, I should say. That'd be a cool card. Mark Eaton hasn't gotten a card. Him, same thing. Pink diamond Galaxy Opal for him. I'm just kind of going through here and looking at the names of guys who could really get new cards. Glenn Robinson hasn't gotten a card. PJ Brown hasn't gotten a card. Both of them were pretty good for their time. Would be love to see them as pink diamonds or opals. Detlef Shrimp hasn't gotten a card. I don't think he'd be very good even if he did, but he could get one. Jonathan Kuminga could get one, although he is currently on the Warriors, so I doubt that. Steven Jackson would be a cool card to get as well, for sure. Quentin Richardson. Who else, man? AC Green was a beast for his time. I would love to see a new AC Green, whether that be pink diamond or Galaxy Opal. But these are the types of names that I feel like are the types of names we're going to get at pink diamond. Now, again, there are a ton of different cards it could be, but I would love to see some good ones here in this drop. Give us at least a couple of really good pink diamonds to work with, and I'd be really happy with that. And again, Galaxy Opal tier is the same exact way. Don't really know exactly what it is, but I would love to see at least one big center, if nothing else, with some decent speed and who can shoot the ball. Give me an 80, like a 70, really give me an 80 speed center with like a 73 ball and a decent jump shot, who's like 7'3" or taller, please. Rick Smits, Mark Eaton, Artist Gilmore. I'm sure there are other names as well, but give us a good card at the Opal tier, please, because it's got to be Opal for that to actually be a good card. I think Pink Diamond is just not going to have good enough attributes, and we need like a really good Opal center who can kind of sort of compete with these top tier cards, especially a guy like Yao. Yao is so pay to win. There's just not going to be a great counter to him. And obviously, an 80 speed, 73 ball center who's like 7'3" and doesn't have and has a good jumper, sure, like that's a good card. It's still not a Yao counter really, but it's at least another option. We need some options. Feels like all the giant centers that 2K's been dropping. I mean, Manute has what, 50 something speed. He's not good. Sean Bradley's terrible. Simbalar's terrible. We didn't get any tall counters to Yao last week. We need some big bigs that can actually be attained by a budget player, please. That is my biggest request for the Galaxy Opal tier this week, is that we at least get one really good budget big who can compete against some of these top tier guys without having to be unbelievably expensive. That is my number one request for sure. And then, wow, these cards are affordable. Goodness gracious, this is crazy. I want to pick up AK just because he's so affordable. I think he's really, really good. But at the Dark Matter tier, I do think realistically, it's again kind of a crapshoot, mix of current and historic players. That's how it's been. Bobo obviously was the only current player in the fan favorites drop, and then same thing with signature series. Only current player was Stefan Castle. I guess Zach Levine's a current player as well, but not on the team that his card is. He's not a Timberwolf, obviously, but I think again it's a lot of like guesswork in terms of who gets these Dark Matter cards, because it feels like it's not always the biggest names. Some of the names we honestly probably already looked at as well that could definitely get some of these Dark Matter cards. Some of these other guys who haven't maybe gotten a Dark Matter card or an upgrade, like for example Paige Stojakovic. He's a relatively big name. I could see it. Alonzo Mourning hasn't gotten a Dark Matter. We're getting 5 of them. He could definitely get one. DeMarcus Cousins, Jimmy Butler, both of them haven't gotten one yet. They make sense. Wes Unseld is a maybe. Who else? All these guys have gotten new cards. Manu Ginobili hasn't gotten a new card. Pau and Mark just got cards. He could be a one. E, it would be cool. I would be cool with E. Allen Iverson obviously is always a possibility. Will never probably be a super highly exciting card though because of his lack of size. Baron Davis, James Worthy. Like there's a lot of names in here. You can literally go through and look at all these names. There's a bunch of names of guys who need cards. I would love to see a Dark Matter Paulo. I will say that. I do wonder if Paulo's next card is going to be 100 overall, but I would love to see a Dark Matter Paulo in some form or fashion, maybe with playoff content or with this drop. He's the guy who'll be really, really good once he actually gets an updated card with a better release and stuff. So that's an interesting one as well. But for me personally, it obviously is always most interesting to talk about the 100 overalls. And for this week, again, I don't believe we are getting a drop this week that is going to be out of position. So my prediction is a guy who is actually in that same Warp Zone drop as Paulo Banchero and Zach LaVine, who just got a Dark Matter, is going to be 100 overall Paul George. A shooting guard, small forward, in all likelihood, Paul George. 100 overall with likely a change jump shot or at a very minimum jump around very quick, near perfect SIGs. Just a hugely upgraded version of Paul George would be one of the best shooting guards in the game. Potentially, depending on SIGs, could be really close to like arguably the best besides Kevin Durant. I have a very, very high likelihood that even if we do get a great soup Paul George, he won't be better than KD. But outside of KD, he could be an absolutely dominant card. He's the type of name to me that makes a lot of sense for a 100 overall. Now, the question then becomes, does 2K stick with their theme of really, really super 100 overalls? Because the only bad 100 overalls we've gotten so far, really Ewing's the only bad one. I guess Steph wasn't great as part of the Back of Us Festival. And then this Oscar Robertson card is good, but not insane. You know who I think would be really interesting? And again, I don't think he'd be very good. He hasn't gotten a card in a long time though. I've mentioned him a couple times too. Ja Morant. I don't know why. 100 overall Ja just feels like the type of name that makes sense. I know he wouldn't be super exciting for 100 overall, but we're starting to get to the point in the year where we're starting to get some of the less exciting 100 overalls anyway, which kind of makes sense because I bet next season we have free grindable 100 overall packs and they want there to be some bad 100 overalls in the packs. I feel like Ja would kind of fit that mold. And I, for whatever reason, just don't think we're going to get 2 super duper souped 100 overalls in tomorrow's drop. Now, again, I could absolutely be wrong. We could absolutely get out of position as well. Like this is at the end of the day, a prediction with no prior knowledge or inside information whatsoever assessed or attached to this prediction. So I could be completely and utterly wrong. And if I am, feel free to laugh at me, but y'all enjoy these prediction videos. So I thought I'd do another one this week and give y'all my thoughts. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. And I appreciate y'all. Peace.